Most business owners are drowning in work because they refuse to delegate. If that's you, you're killing your business. You're spending hours on emails, admin, customer support, things that don't actually move the needle. Meanwhile, the business owners that scale fast, they build systems. And the fastest way to systematize a business is hiring virtual assistants. So today I'm going to show you how to hire VAs the right way so they actually drive results, not just clock in the hours. So let's get into it. Step number one is you hire for attitude, not just skills. Most people look for the wrong things when hiring a virtual assistant. They focus on experience and skills, but experience doesn't mean they'll take initiative. Because here's the truth, skills can be taught, but attitude can't. What actually matters is three things. One, proactivity. Do they take ownership or do they just wait for instructions? Two, problem-solving skills. Can they figure things out without asking you for help every 5 minutes? And three, a can-do attitude. Are they adaptable and eager to grow? I would rather hire a virtual assistant with 6 months of experience who's hungry, eager, and ready to prove themselves than someone with 5 years of experience who just follows orders. Okay, so how do you test for this? Give them a small task during the hiring process and see if they take initiative. If they ask a million questions before even trying to solve the problem, that's not a good sign. But let me back up here a little bit because questions is a very important aspect when interviewing virtual assistants. Now, when I'm hiring someone, I expect them to ask me questions, but I want intelligent, smart questions, something related to how they can understand their role better within my company. If they ask me about my mission, my why, how their role fits into this why, then this is a person who has critical thinking, and this is a person who's proactive, and I know will do a good job for my company. If they ask me a million questions when the answer is obvious or something pertaining to their expertise, this is not usually something that I would like to have in my company. That's a red flag. But smart, intelligent questions, this is one of the biggest green flags that I see in a candidate and makes me want to hire them. But in any case, you want people who take action, put in the effort, come back with solutions. That's the VA you want. Okay, step number 2, give them one mission-critical priority. Most entrepreneurs make the mistake of dumping everything on the VA. Maybe you did it too, right? They hire one person and expect them to do customer support, social media, inbox management, scheduling, bookkeeping, data entry, you name it. But this is not how it works. If you give people 10 priorities, they'll focus on the easiest one. Instead, you need to give them one clear, mission-critical goal. For every VA, ask yourself, what is the one result that if they nailed it, would have the biggest impact on my business? Then you structure the role around that. So here's what it looks like in action. Let's say they handle customer support. Then their one goal is respond to all inquiries within 10 minutes and maintain 95% customer satisfaction rating. If they manage your inbox, their one goal is filter and respond to priority emails so that I only see the urgent ones. If they're doing social media, their one goal is post 5 high-quality pieces of content per week that generate engagement. When your VA knows exactly what winning looks like, they'll get results without you having to constantly check in. This is what I always say, that you don't give people tasks, you give people responsibilities. Because if you assign tasks to a virtual assistant, then you're basically creating another job for yourself. There will be a time when your VA will come to you and be like, okay, boss, I'm done with this task. What's next for me? And then you have to drop everything you're doing and you have to think, okay, what is next? What is next? What did I leave off? And then you have to put on hold everything you're doing because you have to think about what's the next task. Instead, when you're giving people a responsibility, they don't have to come in and check with you every 5 minutes. They know you're responsible for social media. You're responsible for my email to always have inbox 0 so that I know what's urgent, so that nothing falls through the cracks. If this is a success, that's thanks to you. If this is a disaster, that's going to be on you as well. So you let that virtual assistant take full responsibility for that one critical aspect of your business. Now, if you hire the right person, you will have more free time because you trust somebody to take care of different things for you in your company. And the virtual assistant will actually like having that ownership and they know exactly what they are working towards. Okay, I spent too much time on this point. Let's go to point number 3. Measure output, not hours. If you're tracking how many hours your VA is logged in, you're measuring the wrong thing. What matters isn't the time worked, it's the results. Think about it. If a virtual assistant can complete their work in 5 hours instead of 8, does it really matter? No. If you track hours, people will optimize for looking busy. If you track output, they will optimize for getting things done. So here's what you should measure instead. Measure performance-based KPIs, that is, response time, leads generated, completed tasks, something tangible. Also measure consistency. Are they delivering on their key responsibilities every week? And measure business impact. Is their work moving the needle on revenue, customer experience, or efficiency? For example, if a VA is supposed to book 30 sales calls per week, do I care if they took them 5 hours or 50? No, I care that the calls are happening. Actually, let me take it back. I do care if it takes them 50 hours because if I'm paying them per hour, it is going to cost me a lot more. And sometimes a virtual assistant from overseas can cost you a lot more than hiring someone locally who can do it faster, even though their hourly rate is higher. So you do want to optimize for efficiency, not for the hours worked. That is one thing you can do. Have a clear goal. I need 30 sales calls per week. I don't care how long it takes you, but it can't exceed a full-time, or it can exceed a certain amount of hours, right? So something that makes sense to you. But I care that the calls are happening. Track the right things and you'll quickly see who's delivering value and who's just logging hours. So let's recap. If you want a virtual assistant that actually gets things done, here's what you need to do. 1. Hire for attitude, not just skills. A players take initiative. Experience doesn't always mean results. 2. Give them one clear priority. When a VA knows exactly what success looks like, they focus on that. And 3, measure output, not time. Focus on results, not busy work. Now, if you want my full hiring process, including the exact questions I ask and my best hiring hacks, let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to make a video on that. Also, if you get value from this, hit that like button, turn on notifications, subscribe to this channel because I love coming in front of you guys and bringing you value every single week. And also, check the other videos that I have on my podcast, Built with VAs, where I talk about everything, how to work, how to hire, how to manage virtual assistants. All the questions that you have will probably have an answer in the podcast. And also check this channel. Thank you for staying with me. I'll see you in the next video.